Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing this evening? It is currently about, I think it's like right at about 6 o'clock, and it is about 85 degrees. It is very humid in Indianapolis today, and very cloudy, but it's been warm all day long, very nice. And Caroline picked me up earlier for Cousin Fun Day, and we ran around and ran some errands and had brunch and things like that. So we had a really good day today. And then I came home and I filmed a drama video and a review video from Piata. So you guys can go watch my Piata review. And those are inside and they are uploading. I'm actually gonna have to take a break in about 5 or 10 minutes so I can go inside and shift them so that they are uploaded by the time that I leave for my meeting. And another little caveat is that this vlog is not going to be very long tonight. It's probably going to be like 20 to 30 minutes because I have to get ready, I have to take a shower and all this kind of stuff so that Alex can take me over to Tanya's house, and all of that has to happen in like an hour. I actually have to be over, we have to leave here to go to her house in less than an hour. So I have all this stuff that I'm trying to get done. And I was just like thinking inside, I was like, well, I could probably skip vlogging tonight. And I was like, no, I don't want to skip vlogging because I want to make sure that I have something up there, even if it's just like 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something like that. So I have no long, it probably won't even be 30 minutes. I don't know how long it'll be tonight, but it is at a minute 30 right now. So we know it'll be longer than a minute 30, but it won't be an hour tonight. And I don't feel like I've done a really short vlog. I did like a half an hour a couple days ago. So this will be a short vlog tonight. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to fill you guys in on what's been going on with me. So last night, did Alex and I watch anything on TV? Yeah, so we had marriage counseling last night, and then after marriage counseling, Alex took me to Piata. He wasn't really hungry, and I had said to him, I said, do you want to watch Atlanta when we get home, The Real Housewives of Atlanta? And he was like, yeah, sure. And I was like, so do you want to go get something to eat first, you know, or get something and take it home? Like, what do you want to do? He's like, no, I'm not really that hungry. And he's like, do you want me to take you somewhere? And he's like, I can just like roll through somewhere. And I was like, well, fast food doesn't sound good to me at all. And I said, so I'll probably just like order Piata when I get home, because Piata is like, I'm obsessed with Piata, you know? And it's real close to our house. And so he was like, well, why don't I just drive you over there on our way home, and then you don't have to pay like the service charge and the tip and all that stuff. And I said, okay, that'd be great. And I said, then I can get some for tomorrow too, for when I get back from my meeting, then I'll have pasta and a sandwich that I can eat tonight. Because that's kind of what I've been eating like every day. It's like part of the sandwich and part of the pasta. And so we went to Piata, and it was actually pretty busy when we went there. And so I went inside and I got my dinner for last night, and then we came home and we watched The Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then he wanted to watch The Idol on Max, but I was like super tired. I was like, because I hadn't gotten very much sleep the night before. I was super tired, and so I said, you watch it, and I'll watch the first episode sometime this week, and then we can catch up, and then we can start watching it together, because he really wanted to watch it because Dan Levy is in it. And I actually heard it got really bad reviews. I told him that. I said, I haven't heard it got really bad reviews, but I said, I'm going to watch it probably anyway, because I've been kind of waiting for it to come out. So he wanted to watch it in bed last night, so he came upstairs, and then I laid down with him for a little bit. I was like, I'm going to lay down for like an hour, and then I'm going to get up and I'm going to watch my shows. And I was kind of apprehensive about laying down, because I knew I wanted to get up and watch my shows, because I wanted to watch Manifest, because I've been putting it off, you know, and it's like the final season. And so I knew I wanted to watch Manifest, but I was afraid, like, if I fell asleep, if I woke up to watch my show, I was either going to sleep through the night, which that would have been totally fine, because I would have got a lot of sleep, or I was going to, like, wake up, and then my fear was I wasn't going to be able to fall back asleep, because I've been having all these sleeping problems lately, right? So I laid down probably like the entirety of his show. It was like 45 minutes or an hour, and then like I kind of tossed and turned, and I really didn't ever fall asleep, but it was kind of nice just to relax with he and Boo and lay in bed. So I got up like when he turned it off, and then he gave Boo his medicine, and then he was going to bed. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to get up and I'm going to watch my shows. And so I think that was like at 11 o'clock, 11:30 or something like that. And I came downstairs, talked on the phone for a little bit, and then I started watching Manifest. And I watched like 3 episodes of Manifest last night, I think. I watched some YouTube videos too. So I was like catching up on YouTube videos and just the norm, nothing exciting. And then I watched like 3 episodes of Manifest. I could have binge watched the whole season last night. Like I'm so into this season. It's so good. And then I was like getting close. It was like I was on like the last episode. Like I just started it, and I was starting to get worried about going to sleep because I knew like I was just gonna I kept on thinking like I'm gonna push. I watched like the first 2 episodes, and I was like, okay, you need to go to bed. And I was like, no, just one more. And then it was getting late, and I was like, okay, you're not gonna get a lot of sleep, and then you're gonna be tired when Caroline comes to pick you up, and you don't really have time to take a nap tomorrow if you want to film videos because you have to like, you know, come back and film videos and then get ready to go to your meeting. And so I knew I was gonna be tired most of the day. And I was kind of worried about falling back asleep because that's, you know, been like a problem the last couple nights. And so I was just kind of sitting here thinking about it, and I think it was like a couple people had mentioned on the vlog, like, well, you said that the sleepy time tea works, so why don't you try the sleepy time tea? And I was getting ready to take the melatonin, and I thought, you know what? Why don't you skip the melatonin and just drink the sleepy time tea? So I made a cup of sleepy time tea, and which I have never, to be honest with you, really believed in the merit of sleepy time tea. Like, I think it's all kind of psychosomatic a little bit. I mean, it's got like chamomile and lavender and stuff in it, and like, you know, but it's not like it has any like huge factor of making you fall asleep. I think it's supposed to just kind of like relax you with these calming herbs and this tea or whatever. I mean, you buy it at the store, you know, the grocery store. But it has been something that's kind of relaxed me, you know? And I don't know if it's just in my head or whatever it is. So I made a cup of sleepy time tea, and I drank it while I was watching the last episode of, not the last episode, but the last episode that I was watching, Manifest. I think it was like the 5th episode or something like that, and of the 10 that they released. And so I was watching it, and I started getting real tired at the end. And I don't know if it's from the tea or if I was just tired or whatever, but like I went upstairs, and I mean, I fell asleep like really quick. Like I didn't have a hard time falling asleep at all, and I was really surprised. I was like, I can't believe that I fell asleep this quickly. When I woke up this morning, I was like, I didn't even, like, I laid on my side, and I was talking to Boo, and then I laid on my back, and then I laid on my stomach, and that was all like within like 10 minutes, and that's the last thing I remember. And then I woke up this morning to get ready for Caroline. So yeah, I fell asleep really quickly. I don't know if that was the sleepy time tea or if it was just because I was tired or whatever. Maybe it was because I didn't get a lot of sleep the night before. But I'm going to try tonight another cup of sleepy time tea and not take the supplements and stuff like that. I think the supplements are kind of like working against me or something. So, all right, before I get into my cousin fun day, let me go inside, and I'm going to switch the videos around so that they're doing their job while I'm out here vlogging for you guys and having a little conversation. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, I'm back. I have my Whitney Houston t-shirt on today. It's so fun. I know that I complain a lot about getting rid of the clothes that don't fit me, but I will say it is kind of fun to be wearing clothes that have been in my closet for like years that I've never, I mean, I've literally had these t-shirts for like 2 years and I've never worn them, and now they're like loose and baggy on me, which is kind of fun. But anyway, so yeah, so Caroline, I just went, and also we went to Cafe Pas de Choux for brunch, and I got an iced coffee to go. Caroline, her cup holders, like if a cup is like shorter than this, well actually this was almost not tall enough, but if it's like shorter than this, then it doesn't, it's like hard to like get in and out. So that's why I got an iced coffee instead of a hot coffee. But anyway, like all the ice was gone, so I just put some more ice in this, and I was like, I need a little pep me up with some coffee before I go to my meeting. I was actually just thinking, this is so horrible, I wouldn't be real upset if Tanya Jean texted me and said that she wasn't going to the meeting tonight. Like I could relax a little bit, take a little bit of a early evening nap, finish watching Manifest, eat some dinner. But it'll be good for me to go to my meeting anyway. So, and I love to hang out with her, so that'll be a fun evening. But anyway, so Caroline picked me up, and then we ran around a little bit. We went to brunch at Cafe Pas de Choux. She had the Cuban. She said she was going to try something different, but she didn't try anything different. She had the Cuban, and she got a side of potatoes. She's like, get a side of potatoes so I can share them with you. And I was like, Caroline, I don't want a side of potatoes. Like, they're too greasy for me. And so she was like, okay. So I was like, well, just get a side of potatoes if you want them. So she got a side of potatoes and a Diet Coke because she loves the ice. The ice is like crushed ice. And then I got the same thing I always do, which is, and they had macadamia cream coffee. It was the same coffee that they had the other day. I think it was the same coffee they had the other day. And I got the California Dreamer with no hot peppers, and then added Dijon mustard, and then I got a bagel, toasted, everything bagel toasted with melted butter and a side of cream cheese. And I ate half the bagel and then half of a bagel, and then Caroline wanted, I was like, do you want the rest of this? And she was like, yeah, so she got the rest of it. So then we left, and Caroline is like on the hunt for new bathing suits for the summer. So, where did we go next? Oh, we went to the post office box. I have 4 pretty big packages at the post office. Okay, our entire kitchen counter right now is all packages from the post office. I have to do this unboxing video tomorrow because I'm getting so many messages from people, and they're like, did you go to the post office? Did you go to the post office? I think the thing that I sent you is at the post office. Everything that is at the post office I picked up today. There was 4 packages there. When I went last week, there was nothing there. So I have everything that has been sent to the post office, and it's all in my kitchen counter, and that's from probably like the last 2 months. I have packages. So my plan is, I'm hoping that will be the first video that I do tomorrow, because I've got to go through everything and open it and read the letters to see if people like want me to read things and whatever, if they want to stay anonymous. Like I try to read the letters and see, and then I have to kind of like organize it. So it's not like a video that I can just sit down and be like, okay, here I'm going through all this kind of stuff. I know it seems that way when I do them, but like I try to like read everything so I'm kind of prepared for it, and then I always like get something messed up or whatever. So I need to do that video tomorrow, because I can kind of tell it's kind of irritating Alex. That stuff's just been sitting on the kitchen counter for like the last 2 months. It has been too. So I got to do that video tomorrow. But anyway, so we went to the post office, and then neither one of us had anything to get at Costco, so we didn't go to Costco. And then where else did we go today? There was someplace. I feel like she went the back way. Oh, we went to Nordstrom Rack because she went to look at swimsuits. And she found some like dresses there that she liked, that she thought were cute. I found a pair of jeans, a pair of Doc Martens. They were real cute Doc Martens. They were a little tight on me, even though they were my size. They were still kind of like a little tight on me. And they have tons of Birkenstocks right now, but they didn't have anything that I didn't have. And they had a couple swimsuits that I liked. And so Caroline and I were like looking through all this kind of stuff, and she was getting, like, she had found like 3 or 4 dresses and some other things and like a swimsuit. And I was looking through all this stuff. I found a pair of Joe's jeans that were like more my size, and I finally looked around and I said, I'm going to end up spending like $150 and I don't need to spend anything at all. So I said, I'm going to leave. And she was like, okay. And so I went outside and waited for her. And then like I was outside waiting for her. It was so nice. And she texted me, and she was like, she had ran into like a friend of ours. So I went back inside and I talked to him for a little bit, which was nice because I hadn't seen him in a while. And while she was checking out, I was talking to him. And so then after that, we went to the grocery store, and I got 2 more bottles of the blonde roast of the Starbucks iced coffee. And then I got this ginger ale, and it's called like Reed's Authentic Ginger Ale or something like that. It comes in these like tall cans. It's really cool. And then I got this rose lemonade. And I was kind of a little hesitant to get it, honestly, because it comes in these bottles that kind of a little bit look like wine coolers. But it's like pink, and it looks really good, and it's like rose infused lemonade. And I was like, oh, this sounds so good. Like, I want something special to drink at night. You know, it's kind of a little bit different, and I love lemonade. And it was funny because I like had it. It's like, comes in like a little 4-pack, like just like wine coolers back in the day, like the Bartles and James wine coolers. And Caroline was like, are those wine coolers? And I go, no, it's lemonade. It's rose infused lemonade. So I got that, and then I got the ginger ale, which 4 cans, and then I actually got a case of Diet Coke. Like, not a case, I got a 12-pack of Diet Coke. I wanted to get the little cans of Diet Coke because I'm just not drinking soda that much. But I've been kind of craving Diet Coke recently. Like, when she got a Diet Coke today at brunch, I always get coffee, so I was like, I wasn't going to get a Diet Coke. She always gets a Diet Coke there. But Alex got a case of Coke, just regular Coke, because he doesn't like Diet Coke. He doesn't like Diet Soda. He got a case of Coke at Costco, and so he's been drinking, like, Coke in the evening while we're watching shows. And, or if he's watching a show in the bedroom, he'll go down and get a Coke or whatever. And I'm kind of, like, been craving, like, a Diet Coke recently. And I know that a lot of people have mentioned it in the vlogs. They're like, I miss Peter, like, having a Diet Coke in the summer and stuff. So I was like, well, maybe if I get some Diet Cokes, I can have a Diet Coke in the vlog, and that'll be my way to relax at the end of the day and stuff, you know? So I got, I was like, well, I don't need to start this off with getting a case of Diet Cokes. And I wanted to get the little small cans, but they didn't have any of those. So I got a 12 pack that comes in like the box, you know, like the long box. I got a 12 pack of those Diet Cokes. So I have Diet Cokes. I need to find out who wants that Zevia stuff because I'm not going to drink it. I have root beer and cream soda. I need to ask my neighbors. I'm sure there's probably some of my neighbors around here that like that stuff. When Valerie comes back into town, I'll give her some of it because I know that she likes that Zevia. I just don't like it at all, and I'm not going to drink it. And so it's just sitting in there. And I have like 12 cans of each of them, probably 10 cans now of each of them. And then I also have that Starry, but it's Starry Zero, and I don't like that either. So I'm probably not going to drink that. And I have one of the probiotic sodas left, which is why, so that's why I got the Diet Coke and this other stuff. Yeah, and then I got something to review for tomorrow. That'll be kind of fun. And I wasn't going to get it, and then Caroline was like, no, that'll be really fun. Those are really popular on TikTok. You should get those. And I was like, okay. So I got this to review. So we'll see. And I was looking around for other stuff to review, but there wasn't tons of stuff to review. And then, was that it? Yeah, and then she brought me home. And she had a massage well, she was having a massage at 4:30. So she had to like drop me off and get going. So she dropped me off, and she helped me get all my stuff inside, and then I put all my packages with the other packages for the P.O. box, and then unloaded all the groceries and stuff like that. Oh, I also got more of those, the Gain, the little ball things that you put like in with the washer. Caroline's like, that gives you dry skin. I'm like, it doesn't give me dry skin, and I love it. I love how they smell. Like they're supposed to put like the scents in the fabric. I love those. I know a lot of people don't like them, but I like them. So I got more of that, and I got some soap, Irish Spring soap, because we're almost out of soap. I actually like just like the Kirkland's at Costco, the brand, just like the white soap. It doesn't really have much of a smell to it, but we didn't go to Costco, so I just got, and it was really actually cheap. It was like $3 for like 6 bars or like 12 bars of soap. That was Irish Spring, and I like Irish Spring, so I got that. And that's still on the counter in a bag, because I got to take that upstairs, and the laundry stuff downstairs to the basement. So anyway, yeah, and then I took Boo Radley out for a little bit, and he ran around, and then I gave him some dinner. I gave him some dinner before I left, and then he was eating a little bit after I got back. And he's been a good boy all day. And now I'm just relaxing and getting my videos up, and then Alex is going to take me over to Tanya's house, and we're going to go to the meeting, and then I'm going to come home, and I'm going to eat my piata from yesterday that's left over, and I'm going to watch Manifest. And that is my life today that I'm so very excited about. I think I must have been further along than that, because I counted last night. I had to stop with Manifest because I could have just binge watched it, like I said, the whole thing last night. I have 3.5 episodes left because I stopped, well, like maybe 3 2/3 of an episode. I have like 2/3 of this episode left, so I think I can finish that tonight. And then Caroline was telling me about Shiny Happy People, about the Duggars, and she's like, it's really disturbing. She had started watching that Hillsong one, but then she said she stopped watching that. She's right now watching The Curious Case of Natalia Grace. And she had so many questions about it today. She was asking me about it. Nikki from the book club actually texted me, and she said that, and I think somebody else said this on the vlog too, commented on it, that Natalia is coming out with her side of the story, and I think it's supposed to come out like in August or something like that, which will be interesting. I will definitely be watching that. I feel like, oh, my husband's home. I feel like they're all kind of liars, to some degree, but I felt bad for Natalia Grace. I felt like they had really I felt like the parents were straight up liars, and just seemed legit kind of crazy to me a little bit, and definitely at the end of watching the documentary, I felt bad for her. But it was interesting because you still had like the neighbors telling of the story that like she had like interrupted their life. So it was like, okay, But then you had to look at, like, well, what age would she have been then? And that would have made sense for what her age was at that time, you know, and stuff like that. So I guess it kind of would have made sense. I don't know. The whole situation is so crazy. So yeah, and what was I telling Kara? Oh, I asked her, I said, did you watch Firefly Lane? And she said yes. And I said, did you like it? And she's like, yeah, it's cute. And then I said, did you watch Virgin River? And she said, I think Tammy or somebody was mentioning it because I said something about Virgin River again. And Caroline, so it's kind of been like in my head to watch it. And I said to Caroline, this kind of surprised me. I said, did you watch Virgin River? And she said, oh my God, I loved it. And I said, really? And she goes, it's kind of soap opera-ish. She goes, but it's really, really good. It's really addicting. And I was like, oh, well then I will watch it, I guess. And she's like, yeah, it's really good. So I think I'm going to watch that. And then, got to finish Fear the Walking Dead still. So excited about that one. Anyway, I'm going to get off here and start getting ready because Alex is home now, which means it's probably, well, I don't know. I was inside getting the video stuff up, so it might be close to 6:30 now at this point. So I need to get off here and start getting ready so that I can get to Tiny Jean's house on time and be prepared for my meeting of love. Anyway, I hope that you guys are having a magically amazing Tuesday. Tomorrow I will be back with a much longer vlog. So if this wasn't long enough for you tonight, I have 6 years of vlogs. You guys can go just pick one at random and go watch it and enjoy your evening. So, and thank you for watching. I appreciate it. And like I said, if nobody else has told you this today, I love you. Did I tell you this already? If nobody else has told you this today, I love you. And remember these 3 very important things. 1, you can start your day over whenever you want. That's my neighbor with her grandkids. 2, practice random acts of kindness, but shh, don't tell anyone. And 3, most importantly, make sure that you reach out to somebody and let them know how much they mean to you. Like I always say, you might be putting a smile on their face. You might be changing their day for the better. You might be making them happier. You might be giving them a lot of hope. You don't know. And also, be kinder to one another. Love one another a little bit more. And most importantly, be kinder and love yourselves a little bit more because it all starts with you. And I love you guys so much. And have a beautiful, amazingly magical, peaceful, serene, calm evening, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Love ya.